Good morning and welcome to the 48-hour readathon. It is 6:08 a.m. on Saturday. When I'm a little bit more awake, I'll update you what my plans are for the weekend and what I'm even reading right now. Okay, it's like 7 o'clock now and the sun's finally at least coming up, but I think I've kind of decided how I want to structure this, and I think I'm gonna update every hour that I'm awake in terms of what hour of the 48-hour readathon we're on versus how many hours I've read. So right now it would be hour 7 of the readathon and I've read 48 minutes, which is pretty good. I read 48 minutes within an hour that I've been awake. But I did start this morning with The Duke Who Didn't by Courtney Milan, which is a historical romance. I'm reading it for highest rated, which it just came out this week. So these were all like ratings based on hopefully people who read it before release and not just giving it 5 stars, but it was the highest rated. And it's a historical romance that I would consider like new adult. The characters are very young. I mean, they're adults, but they're very young. And it's kind of a childhood friendship to lover situation. And it's really witty and it's really cute so far. And I'm about 2/3 of the way through that one. And then I'm also reading The Night Swim by Megan Golden, which I got for Bookoplathon on a chance card. So they're both going really well. And The Night Swim is kind of like basically our main character is a podcaster and she's following a trial for a rape in this town. And so it's kind of like a courtroom situation, like she's sitting through the trial, but there's also another plot line following through where there's someone sending her or like leaving her notes about another case that happened in town, but she can't like get a hold of the person who's leaving these notes, but she's also trying to like kind of solve that mystery as well. And then you get a chapter, like a few chapters from the person who is leaving those notes to her. And so I'm thinking, everything's going to tie together at the end. And this one I only have like an hour left of. I don't have much left in this one. So I'm really enjoying both the things I'm reading right now. I'm going to continue. I'm actually going to switch back over to The Night Swim right now, because if I can finish this in the morning and feel accomplished right away, that would be nice. Also, none of my friends are up yet, so I'm reading alone right now, which we basically all are in different time zones. So I think for some of them, it's still a lot earlier than it is here, and some of them just sleep a lot later than I do. I got up at 6 a.m. my time, so I'm trekking through alone for now. I'm ready for them to join me. Hour 7 and I'm in the Starbucks drive-thru to get my coffee for the day, and I am an hour and 24 minutes in, and I'm really close to finishing The Night Swim. Hour 8 update. I've read an hour and 56 minutes and I just finished The Night Swim, and I'm gonna give this 5 stars. It did, like, the way it tied together shocked me, so that's really all I need from a thriller. But yeah, this was really good, and it's something that kept me like so engaged when I started this that I was kind of getting into a reading slump because I didn't like the last book I read. So this was amazing to get through, and now I'm going to continue The Duke Who Didn't. And my next book to start after that is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, which is actually my last Riley Sager book. Like, I've read the rest of his books, so I'm really excited to get to that. I picked that from landing on TBR Game, which if you didn't watch my last Bookoplathon vlog, that was a journey to how I actually ended up getting The Last Time I Lied. But that's what I have next, and I think I might actually roll right now again. I didn't roll again because I wasn't sure. I thought that these books might last me till the end of the month, but I think I'm going to at least have time for one more after those two. So I do think I'm going to roll again right now. Alright, so the last thing I landed on was TBR Game, so that's where I'm going from. And hopefully these land nice. And I got a 5. So from TBR game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, poll pick. So I'm glad I decided to roll now because I need to post a poll. And I think I'm just gonna post a poll to my friends that I'm doing this 48-hour readathon with and let them decide. So the options that I gave on my poll were Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, which would be a reread, and The Giver by Lois Lowry, which would also be a reread, which I don't think my October TBR has gone up before this, but basically I'm starting a rereading project, so that's why I chose to put 2 rereads on there. I'll check back on my next update and let you guys know what they ended up voting for. Hour 9, I am at 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I'm in the middle of a sprint, and I'm in the middle of a steamy scene, so bye! If you think this looks fun, it's not. Like, look how bad this is. Oh, prayers needed. It's hour 10 and I have a bagel in the toaster and I'm at 2 hours and 35 minutes and I'm getting ready to jump on and do some more sprints. Once my breakfast is done, it's like 11 o'clock. So is that breakfast? It's hour 11 and I'm at 2 hours and 52 minutes. I'm realizing that we're approaching like the halfway point of the first day, so I need to keep going.
But for me, it's a strong 4 out of 5. It's a wonderful, strong rating. But I didn't cry or anything.
I skipped an hour to have lunch, and it is now hour 14, and I read 3 hours and 54 minutes, which I'm really, really happy with. I am doing sprints on Google Hangouts with my friends right now. I finished The Duke Who Didn't by Courtney Milan, and it actually was shorter than I thought it was, so I thought I had like 40 pages left. And then I like went to the next page on my Kindle, and it was just like, acknowledgements, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm actually gonna give that 5 stars. I think it was really, really good. It was diverse, it was cute, it was funny. So if you're a romance reader, like definitely jump on this. I think it is like not only a really good story, but a really good discussion too. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So now I finished 2 5-star books today. And I am now reading The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, which is my last Riley Sager book that I haven't read yet. And then on my poll pick this morning, Red, White, and Royal Blue ended up winning, so that's what I'll be reading next. We are doing dice sprints on the Google Hangout, so if I roll doubles, I will be switching over to that. Hour 16, I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing some steam, but I'm at 4 hours and 42 minutes, so yikes. I don't know what hour this is, but I'm 5 hours and 32 minutes in. It's 7 p.m. So, and I did switch back to the night swim. We're doing sprints on Google Hangouts. So I rolled doubles again. Good morning. Hour 31. I'm at 6 hours and 50 minutes. I need to edit and upload my video for the day. So I won't be reading until that's done. It's the 34th hour and my video's exporting, so I am sitting down to finally start reading for day 2. I just realized that Allie from Mrs. Dunn Reads has a live show for this book, The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, tonight. And I have like 3.5 hours left. So I'd really, really like to finish this so that I can join in on that. So I need to keep going. I have read a little bit so far. I've read like 50 minutes. Hour 37 update. And I realized I never like described what The Last Time I Lied is even really about. And it's basically this girl went to summer camp 15 years ago and her 3 like bunkmates went missing. And so she's going back to camp now, like as an adult, to be like one of the instructors. And for some reason, she has like a guilty conscience about what happened 15 years ago. So she's doing some like investigative stuff, kind of like spooky things are happening. So I'm excited to see if I like it because I've loved all of Riley Sager's stuff so far. At the beginning did start pretty slow, but it's getting good now. So I'm hoping that the end is worth it. Okay, I'm at hour 40 and I finished my book. Chris is driving me to the store because I need to buy some stuff for work, but I finished The Last Time I Lied, and I do think it's definitely my least favorite Riley Sager, and I'm gonna give it like a 3.75. And all I really have to say is that's the worst search party I've ever heard of in history. I think I'm gonna have a nap and calculate how much more I need to read to be caught up for the month. Okay, I did the math. So if I've read in this, what is it? It's like hour 41. I've read 10 hours and 20 minutes. And if I read for 2 hours and 5 minutes, I would be right on track and caught up. So I've done pretty good. Like, even if I don't completely finish that, like, I'll definitely catch up by the end of the month. And that's amazing. Does it bug anyone else that these are all, like, all of Riley Sager's books are all vertical, and then this one is horizontal? Because it's really bugging me. Good morning and welcome to my final recap for this 48-hour readathon. I did quick write down my stats for the weekend, so I ended up reading 11 hours and 36 minutes, which is pretty good, but if I knew I was that close to 12 hours, I probably would have, sat down and read for 24 more minutes. And I read 630 pages, which is awesome. I'm so glad with my progress. I really came in and dedicated myself this weekend, so I'm happy about that. I will easily be on track at the end of the month here, but this is also going to be the last clip I film for the Bookoplathon until you watch my wrap up. So I am finishing out the month with Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I think is my 17th book. So my wrap up, I'm going to try to make it quick, but I've got a lot of books to talk about this month. But I'm so happy that you guys watched this video, and please make sure and check out all my friends who did this with me. I will link everyone in the description. I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so happy that actually Martine had the idea for us to kind of do something together this month since we were already all participating in the Bookoplathon. So this was a great experience. Hopefully we'll do it again soon, but thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you on Saturday with my October TBR.